Hello Gilbert, here's another video featuring Permaculture Dan. The following is an educational permaculture video presented by Warner's Tree Surgery featuring Daniel Thompson at his home food forest in Gilbert, Arizona, sometime in April 2012. And we're live again.
Right. What we're actually describing is a hydrologic cycle intact and a erosional cycle intact. And we can measure the percentage. This is 26% return. This is 97% return.
Talking about water return to
water returning at flushing velocities. Here's the basic rule. Silts are deposited below 1 foot a second when water is slowed down. The silts will begin to drop. 2 feet a second is small sand, 3 feet a second small pebbles, and then 4 feet That's the so if you can slow things down, so that's what biomass does, makes things turn corners, and so around every little plant there's a spot where some of this drops out, some of it rolls by. That makes a predictable pattern. The rock that fell off the top of the mountain because of freezing bit of rock, this little rock fell down, and it's going to be a grain of sand, but when it falls down, it's sharp-edged. It's sharp, it just came off the mountain, it just got fractured, hit rock, boom, boom, boom. That rock wouldn't make it to the ocean for 1,000,000 years. But we made it move to the ocean in 200 years by taking away the biological structure of the water. So if I got 26%, now the other 74%, plants actually, 85% of their moisture uptake is from ambient humidity. Only 15% comes up through the roots. So, an intact ecosystem forest, if this is the coast of the ocean, trees compress the air 20 times their height. So where's dew point right now? Up there, way up there. And that's, if we've got a cloud up there, that's where the dew point is. If I can get the dew point down here, it's all rain. So, what's happening, we'll use the coast of Maui, but this is the same is true of every coast around the world. Earth rotates, the same amount of water that heats up over the ocean comes to shore. Now what happens to it once it hits shore? Does it pass your shore completely like the deserts of Peru and Chile and only rain inland? Why? Because the entire coast are just, the clouds are there, but it doesn't rain. There's no compression factor. There's no getting the stuff. It's just stratified and moving over the top of it.
So the trees and the vegetation actually trap the water, so
trap the water. So when the water comes to shore, what does the plant do? It immediately takes it in and then gets it right back out. And so it is not only holding a portion of the 74% in the column of itself, it is breathing it out and blowing it uphill. So by the time the water coming from the ocean has rolled over in the first rain, in fact we use the coast of Maui. Maui is perfect trade winds, same amount of water every day, constant wind, constant direction. Coast of Maui, it rained every day at 3:30 in the afternoon. And then, not a heavy, not a big storm, just wet. You could, do your laundry, get a quick drink, clean things off, and then have your beautiful sunset. And then 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30, and then right before dawn, every day on the coast of Maui, it would rain. In fact, by 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 sunset, there was enough compression factor offshore to reach out 8 miles to a little island, and it would rain there. It was Paradise Island, where lovers went for honeymoons, because you could be dropped off naked there, and with absolutely nothing, and everything in the world that you wanted to eat was there, and they'd come pick you up later. Well, Koch of McDonald's bought the coastal forests of Maui because he didn't want to ship beef to Hawaii. He grows beef there, and he says, oh, this place has it rains every day. So I'll tell you the rest of the story in a minute.
This video was made in Gilbert, Arizona. The person talking is Dan Thompson. Dan can be reached at 480-688-3335.